the fact that you can't crowd control them frustrates you. There are some ways to crowd control them, but with a normal character, no. You tried farming normal Mephisto for chance guards, ended up with Talrosh's education. Hey! Yeah, you would be surprised at how low of a level a lot of the Tal's things spawn at. They are not as high level requirement as you would think. Do we actually have Mana Leech on anything besides that? We really don't. We do have Insight, though, so you know what? We'll risk it for a little while. We will risk this for a little while. Do I enjoy Diablo 3 for what it is? Yes, but it's not my favorite game by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's fine for what it is. I don't think it's in the same vein as the rest of the Diablo games. It's very much just bigger numbers the game for me. Yeah, Tal's body armor is, being a loricated plate, does require it to be a certain level. But the rest of it, I think you can get everything except for the orb and the armor relatively early on. Let's see, made a superior 4 open... What? Crown shield that rolled a 40 all res. Ooh. Yeah, that's a really good one. A 40 all res paladin shield spirit? Yes. Found most Tal gear in Nightmare and on Bail runs? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. That's actually not a bad orb, but I don't have a need for it. What would people trade for a Sur rune? Depends on who you're asking. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and we will stack those up. Get this in there. Let's go ahead and craft those down. They'll get on my nerves if I don't.
Impossible.
What was that saying was impossible? Interesting. Just noticing odd things. It's okay. Anyone else loving Diablo 2 on console? Sadly, I don't have Diablo 2 on console. Otherwise, I would be able to fulfill someone's wish of doing a proper review on it. I can't review something that I have not played myself, unfortunately. They just hope they drop the cartoonish look of Diablo 3 and go back. The style that they've been presenting in the screenshots and stuff is more in line with this. Is more in line with this kind of aesthetic. So, you scored a Talzami from Normal Bail a couple of years ago. We got one on a Let's Play playthrough of the game from Bloody Hills in Normal. We got it on a Druid. It was stupid. Oh, and I still have that amulet somewhere. I think it's the one that I do use on my Sorceress. One thing that you should do, not usually in Nightmare because you're not going to see it very often, is always check these guys' stash for Jeweler's armor of Amisay and stuff like that. So let's go drop that in there, and away we go. And if we get to Bail tonight, I will show off another trick as well. You're on Xbox One, it's not a mouse and keyboard. Yeah, you can't use those on console yet. Have a good night, Huntron. And I'm sorry you couldn't stay for the whole thing. It will be up as a stream in the stream playlist on here, as well as eventually, hopefully, on the Let's Play Everything channel. So it should be up. Let's see. You just hate that in pub lobbies you can't ask people what they want when trading. Yeah. I mean, eventually, there's got to be a solution for it eventually. But it's just tacky. I think the best you can do right now is just show it off in the trade window, can't you? Or can you even do that? Streams to sleep to. We are building up quite a library of streams on here. It's been quite a bit. You haven't heard good things about console, but you oddly enjoy gamepad, except for Necro. Corpse Explosion is a mess with. Yeah, I can understand that, because that's one that you generally want to aim for as well. I am already missing the Mana Leash. And this right here is what was happening earlier, where I'm just not getting that Summon Valkyrie proc. It's fine. We're doing just fine. There we go. We now have a Valkyrie. It'll stick with us for a while because it's level 15. But yeah, whenever we do the assassin run, the plan is to do the, except for maybe like some inventory management stuff, do the entire run with a controller and do the whole we are using martial arts kind of thing. So it'll be like playing a spectacle fighter kind of thing as far as combos and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. That's the plan, at least, whenever we do the assassin. I don't know whether assassin's going to be next or whether it's going to be further on in, but... And with mercenary bug, this is going to be a little bit easier. So let's see. How are we looking on there? 105, 100. Let's go ahead and get more vitality. Already level 48. We're going to have max charge strike before we even start using charge strike, which is probably going to start in hell difficulty, judging by our progress so far. Your Wind Druid is great on PS4. You're scared to try Sorceress because you can't click exactly where you want. Sorceress, it depends on what skills you're using. Fireball Orb, perfectly fine with a controller. I have tried that one offline. But, yeah. Fireball Orb works just fine. Don't bother with Meteor. Don't bother with Blizzard. Firewall is not great, but it's not as bad as Blizzard or Meteor. You always have a soft spot for Diablo on console because your first experience with Diablo was D1 on PS1. Fun little story about that. I still have my Diablo 1 PlayStation 1 disc. I have thought about doing a Let's Play on the Let's Play Everything channel for that. I might emulate it just to make it easier to record, but it works fine. Friend and I were hooked on it even though you kept dying to King Leoric. Oh, wow. I did end up beating it, but I also, in Diablo 1 on console, I used to do the console duping, which was literally you have 2 saves and you just keep dumping all the stuff from save 1 onto save 2. It was basically transferring, except we were making duplicates. But yeah, it was a fun game on PlayStation 1. This was the only Diablo that didn't come to consoles until recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if Diablo 4 is on console too. Well, the problem with Blizzard is you kind of have to have something to stop them in place. So if you have like a good mercenary, yeah, Blizzard can get a little bit better on console. Same goes for Meteor though, but aiming it is just not as easy as it is with Orb and stuff like that. And a lot of people crap on Orb about damage. The damage with Orb, just like the damage with Blizzard. With Blizzard, you have to learn how to aim with it too. But the damage on Orb is very much where you aim it. You want to get that ball bursting on the actual, like, target enemy. Or you want to be hitting a wide swath at the side and then tear them down like that by getting 2 or 3 spikes into each of them on the side. Kind of like learning to aim the... whatchamacallit. Oh, I've just completely flaked on what the other skill was. Kind of like learning to aim Whirlwind. There we go. What gear would I recommend on a Summon Necro? Plus skills and lightning resist. That's all you need. Physical damage reduction is nice for the bow dudes, but it's fine. As far as you remember, Diablo 1 on PS1 was always hardcore and minions didn't respawn. Depends on how you played. You can save just the character on Diablo 1 and just keep reusing that. But you could also just straight up save the game itself, because there was a save game and there was a save character. And save character would just save the character to your memory card, and it would take up a lot less space. And that's one thing that I did for a very long time, because I only had one memory card for a very long time. So I wasn't able to save the full game on there unless I wanted to get rid of my like Gran Turismo saves and stuff. Which I also still have. I've thought about doing a playthrough of that. But as it stands right now, I can't even beat the B license on it. I used to have all the licenses on Gran Turismo, but now I can't do it. So very weird to get used to that. Oh god, there's so many of you. No. Shoo. Out, damn spot. Oh, we got a few of you. Quest log, get out of the way. And yeah, they're just straight up ignoring the mercenary. So yeah, we got him bugged somewhere. So let's see. Healing potion probably would be nice right about now. Do we have one? Yes, we do right there. But yeah, in Diablo 1, it wasn't always hardcore, but if you did die, all of your stuff popped on the ground, if I remember correctly. Which was always a pain in the ass, because then you actually had to go get your stuff back. You couldn't just leave and come back. Which was one reason the Sorcerer was a whole lot easier in Diablo 1. Generally, I would go with Sorcerer or Rogue in the first one. Warrior was very strong once you got him leveled up, though. Yay, he did. Hi, Ghost Boy. You're going to get me 2 more skill points.
Goodbye.
Be proud. Now we just need to get the hell out of Dodge. I'm just going to scout with arrows, because those guys hurt. And we can leash from them, so we'll see little red swirls if we hit something. Okay. And as far as strafe with this bow, I don't usually recommend it. It's a little bit slow for that. Although this does make a good druid weapon. Believe it or not. Not the best druid weapon, but it is fun. Good old times. Yeah, generally, if I'm going to cover Diablo 1 on this channel, I'll probably be doing the GOG version, but PlayStation 1 version is definitely on that list of things that would be worthwhile to do. And I forgot to identify this. Is it good? Not really. It'll sell for money, though. Let's see. Get that in there. Drink that. We just wander around the edge looking for the stairs to the next area. The area where we don't have to worry about freaking gloams. Why are there ones behind me? No, 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 no. What did you guys get aggroed off of? Probably the Valkyrie. It was probably the Valkyrie. If I had to guess which one was going to be aggroing the things off in the middle of Narnia. It's the Valkyrie. There's one. And I do like the freeze on this. It's not a guaranteed freeze, but it's good enough. Okay. So, is the exit going to be anywhere where we... God damn it, Nappa! Go away! We do get mana per kill as well. That's another nice thing with this. We are running fairly decent on the bolts. Mainly because we've been using the magic arrow more often. And we have some over here that need to die. Could have sworn we could have leeched from those guys, but I didn't see red swirls there. And we do actually have a decent amount of life leech. In case anyone was curious. Let's go ahead and swap that so I can actually, see my controls. There we go. Team 4-star, yes. All these circles make a square. All these squares make a circle. I loved Popo. Popo was awesome. His power level is only 1006. It's upside down. It's over at 9,000. Man. I missed that. I'm sad that they didn't make any more of those. I think it was mostly due to legal reasons that they didn't make more. That, and they were probably getting burned out on it after so long of making them. So I would have loved to see more of them. Well, we're going to get a level just trying to find our way out of this godforsaken hellhole. Any place with gloams is immediately a hellhole. So my Amazon can dodge! Oh, Lord. Poor Gohan. What's bad is, if I remember correctly, the creator of Dragon Ball says that the stories for Abridged were better than theirs. 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Let's go ahead and dodge you. So we've got Abyss Knights, we've got Fingers. That's 2 of our slots. I'm not sure what our 3rd slot's going to be here. You love how they portrayed Cell as going along with Goku's stupidity while Frieza just couldn't take it. Would you be like Frieza, or would you be like Cell? Just go along with it. Just like how we dodged that. Hi, Abyss. Honestly, I feel Abyss Knights are even more dangerous than the ones in Chaos Sanctuary, just because they have that ranged plus a decent melee attack. What happens, Vegeta? Vegeta, happiest moment of... Oh. Oh, we've got bats. This is Bat Country. Why do they keep punching me in the nuts? That's how I feel about Gloams. Why do they keep hitting me in the dick? Lordy. I also the Hellsing Abridged was pretty good too. If you're looking for just like something else in that same vein, I wager most people who watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged have watched Hellsing Abridged, but it's another good one. It was their sense of humor was definitely on point with both series. So, I appreciate them. Gloams kick everyone's butt unless you have like specifically anti-Gloam gear, like T-Gods and Wisp Projector and stuff like that. They wreck your nonsense. Sadly, I am going to keep that. I know that someone's going to laugh about that.
Good to see you.
I also love the... Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Hellsing Abridged. I'm about to spoil something on there. I loved the therapy sessions. Those cracked me up like nobody's business. Alucard, go for a walk. It's the first time he's listened to me without being snarky. Without giving me lip, if I remember quickly, is what she said. Let's see. You were thinking about crafting Rift for your Druid? For Druid... It's not exactly great for Druid. You're going to be repairing the shit out of that. But I guess you could do that. I prefer it for Assassin. I prefer Voice of Reason for any kind of thing that's going to be doing a lot of attacks, because Voice of, like, if they're going to be doing attacks with weapon, like the Druid, because you can put it in a phase blade and not have to be repairing it every 5 minutes. What's bad is Hellsing was not particularly normal in its own right, even without Abridged, so... It's definitely a thing. All the elements coming towards me. Jeez, hi. Dodge! Thank you. Oh, we forgot to go to Tyrael. We'll do it whenever we get to the waypoint. He then proceeded to tilt every painting in the hallway. And then there's Anderson. Anderson has some hilarious freaking lines. Big titty police girl. The scream can even be heard in the future. Daddy? Just Trunks. Poor Trunks. Always second fiddle. Oh, goodness gracious. Memories. Memories. Oh, Lord. Where the heck are our stairs? Just wandering back and forth across this godforsaken hellhole. It's warm here. It's the home for infinite losers. Oh, goodness. I can only imagine the stuff that they would be doing with the newer Dragon Balls. I haven't watched the actual new Dragon Balls. I've just seen clips from them, and I can... my mental image of what they would do with Whis is just like... it's out there. It's definitely out there. You love that every scene in the future that coincides with a moment, you can hear Vegeta's scream echoing in the background. Let's go ahead and grab this. We got our skill points. Let's go ahead and... do I really want to invest in anything? Not really. I'm gonna... I shouldn't grab this. I'm gonna... just because we might be switching off of Bariza. Mustache. That was a whole song they made. Mustache.
What do you need?
Bulma hitting on Trunks. Yes. Oh, and I was missing a soul, not a shale. No! Why is it always the soul that I'm missing? Yes, that is a bad self-referential joke as well. Let's go ahead and grab those. What is a kami? Basically God, but I am here! Oh, goodness. And then there, I love Popo knocking everyone off of the lookout. And I forgot to restock my arrows. It's fine. We'll find more. Yes, the musical things were hilarious. Very well done on their part. They really improved over time as far as like their first Dragon Ball Z Abridged were good. They were very good. They were just, but as they got more resources and grew and were able to like pay for like animation and stuff like that, it went from being haha good, this is funny, to being honestly worthy of considering a show in its own right. No, I'll find one. I really don't need another soul rune. It would just make my shared stash be more organized looking, because I have that one little empty spot there because I used the soul rune. And then there's the whole thing where with Dende and Popo, I like you. Crack! As he smiles. Dende, the only one that got Popo's respect. Okay, so let's go ahead and show. And then Dende's weird fascination with Gohan. Geez, we are just getting all kinds of nonsense here. Oh, we have a boss. Well, that explains why we're getting good experience. Goodness. Just drank an entire gallon of acid. What? From a milk jug. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? Been going down memory lane of DBZ Abridged. This is going to be like several episodes on the Let's Play channel of just me rambling about. People are going to be like, what were they saying in the chat? Well, you're going to have to go to the stream archive to watch it. This was recorded on November something of 2021. You're watching this in the far, far future. Long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, we reminisced about an abridged dragon and his balls. Empty spots need to be filled with perfect skulls. In the rune screen, I actually could do that. I have enough perfect skulls to do that. I haven't been re-rolling any rares, so I have those. Is Diablo 1 a good and fun game by today's standards? Would you want a Diablo 1 remake or just a remaster? For a modern gamer, Diablo 1 would be arduous and considered kind of unfair. It's a good game, just in general. But I can definitely, for people who are used to modern games, it is harsh and it is slow. I wouldn't recommend it if you are used to Diablo 3, or even if you just started on Diablo 2. Diablo 1 is a bit rough because you don't have run, you don't have the ability to have a corpse. You die, you lose everything. So, is Treachery Rune Word really all that good for a mercenary? If you can get it to proc, it's amazing. If you can get the fade, that is, it's actually really, really amazing. And it can help you hit the attack speed breakpoint so you get enough leech. Thing is, if he doesn't get that, there's a lot of situations where it can bite your ass. So you need to be a little bit careful. Before Lord of Destruction, perfect skulls were utility. For Lord of Destruction D2R, what items would you recommend skulls on? Oh, generally speaking, I don't use skulls on stuff. I use them for re-rolling rares. Funnily enough, I almost never put them in things. The early use for them, like if you have like just a normal skull and you're using Malice to get through the game, throw a normal skull in your helmet and you're fine. You won't have to worry about the Malice drain, but they're not as good as they used to be. They can be used for leech in some weapons, but usually you're better off with a shale or an am or anything like that. DBZ Abridged would have made GT amazing, possibly. And boss mob behind a pillar there, still able to shoot my minion though. Bye, you fool. Stop multi-shotting the wall. And I really wish, and this is going to be like a weird little nitpicky thing, I wish the quest button appeared down here. Kind of like where other games would put their little like modifiers you have running. I would like them down here, rather than a big square like right in the middle of where I'm clicking. Nothing wrong with remembering Dragon Ball Z Abridged? No, there's never anything wrong about remembering it. You always thought using perfect skulls to reroll the charms was better? Nope. I use diamonds for that usually. That and topaz. Believe it or not. Hey, I didn't see you over there. You can stop. Go away, you fools! DBZ GTA, make little Goku's voice adult. Have him have a deeper voice as a kid. You just stepped into the blood moor to raise skeletons, and the first enemy drops an am rune. Welcome to Nightmare! Or Hell. I mean, that can happen in Hell, too. It can happen Nightmare onward. 1, 2, 3. I am always sad that you don't get that. Hey, we got a crappy rune. Great. I already have a million of those, thank you. Let's see. The perfect gems reroll does not depend on the type of gem. Correct. It doesn't care what gem you're using, it's just as long as it's perfect. There are formulas that create items that use perfect gems that it does matter on, but for re-rolling, no, it doesn't matter. Rares require skulls, but for magic, nah. You only use skulls for empty spaces on rune mules. There's people who pay a good pretty penny for skulls because there's some weird item setups that you can do with it. For those of you curious, there are things like, let's go ahead and dump those over, and those. We don't need this. It's going to go on the ground for now. That's going to go on the ground for now.